Hey, what's going on, everyone? For all those who may not know who I am, I'm Rev J, and we're going to talk more about some relationship realities. More so from the standpoint of making sure your relational wires are crossing. The reality is that um, psychologically, we're all wired differently. Uh, this is why a person with no training, no education in working on cars, can look at a car, know what's wrong with it, and figure out how to fix it. No training. While another person can look at the same car with the same problem and not have a clue. What's different? Their psychological wiring. They're just wired. Their mind is what everybody's mind is wired to see things differently. So likewise, when it comes to relationships, it's kind of similar. That we all are wired to receive love differently, and to have a good relational or marriage experience, you got to make sure that your relational wires are crossing. For example, um, in every electronic device, is a negative wire and there is a positive wire. And in order for that device to function, these wires must somehow come together, when they do come together, causes a spark. If these wires was connected to a car battery, and then I connected the wiring, it will cause a spark. When your relational wires come together, guess what? It will cause a spark. Good news is that these wires are different, but still, even though they're different, when they come together, they can still make a spark. Even though your relational wiring is different than the person you're with, only thing must be done is that you must bring these two wiring together. Well, how do I bring the two wiring together when it comes to relationships? Well, you got to learn to express love to the person the way they are wired to receive it. And likewise, they need to do the same thing to you. And there's pretty many things online you can choose. There's something called the 5 love language test that you and the person you're with can take and find out what is your significant other's relational wiring. And when you find that out, just love them that way or express love to them in that way, and then they will experience receiving it, and then a spark is going to happen. So I just want you to know that if you want to experience more love and a better relationship with your significant other, make sure your relational wires are crossing. Talk to you soon.